My name is Cecia Valderrama Trejo, and I'm the Executive State Director for 9 to 5 Colorado. As the new Executive State Director, one thing that I want to do is actually take a moment to reflect on the work that we've done and slow down to celebrate and to reevaluate the work that we want to do moving forward.
¿Ustedes toman agua de la llave?
A ver si sí.
Mira, esto es un poco de la información. So what I'm doing right now, since they are not opening me the door, I'm leaving them a flyer.
Some of the misconceptions about our work is that the change happens in a vacuum. And oftentimes folks are not able to see the long-term needs and the multi-year work in the background in order to get to a win. We have had to hold the line to make sure that our communities are not carved out, to make sure that we're fighting for bold and progressive policies that are actually going to have an impact on people's lives and are there to change systems and address root cause problems.
So 9 to 5, I feel like, what we do really well is being able to listen to community, understand what those needs are, which is such an important step in creating policy. Understanding that if we can all contribute a little bit and it'll be there when we need it. I love that about paid family and medical leave. Odds are all of us will need it at some point, whether that is becoming a new parent, our own serious health condition, a loved one that we need to take care of. These things we just can't predict. We all have the right to be safe, have our most basic of needs met, which is warmth when it's cold, cool when it's hot, access to water. But housing rights goes so much beyond that. It hurts on a pretty deep level to have your home threatened, your access to keeping that home. And I think we all deserve to create the sense of home for ourselves. Directly impacted communities of color, organizations with women of color leadership are not represented in the climate justice space. There's a niche to fill. In the lives of our members, there's already these real world immediate impacts that are being felt.
Almost 20 years ago, there was a young mother who was making $7.25, and she had her first baby, and childcare was $150 a week. And fast forward 2.5 years later, she had her second child, and now she was making about $13 an hour, and childcare was $330 a week. And I was that young mother.
Because we lost our home to a foreclosure, my mom bought a mobile home. She thought that was the next best option for her to continue to be a homeowner. So I've lived here since I was 15, so for more than 10 years. I feel like we got to grow up in a home where this feels like a community and almost like a tiny village. A lot of the times I get asked why I do this work, and oftentimes, I don't feel like it was a choice. If you don't organize, you will be displaced. If you don't organize, then you don't have access to higher education.
So I feel like, this is a calling to fight for economic freedom. Fighting for social justice is a personal calling. My dream and vision for this organization is for all working women and their families to be liberated and not having to struggle between putting food on the table or paying their light bills or worrying about childcare or worrying about how am I going to pay my next, rent.
At the core of my vision is that we continue to be driven by our members, and that our members continue to have that leadership development and have that decision making and vision with us. I just hope at the forefront of it, the grassroots organizing and the vision that we co-create with our members is what continues to drive the work for the next decade.